Minutes.
Mr. Speaker, I rise in support of this legislation that will unlock the critical work the American people elected us to do. Let's not forget, the only reason we're in this position to be working on such important legislation is because of President Donald Trump. President Trump's message resonated with the American people, and they elected him in historic numbers. They delivered Republican majorities in the House and the Senate because they want Congress to deliver on the promises we made. Today, it is time for us to act so that we can get on with the real work in our committees. In passing this budget framework, we are unlocking the process to deliver on unleashing American energy production, permanently securing our southern and northern borders, and making tax cuts permanent for small businesses and working families. If we fail, every American will see the largest tax increase in American history. Just days away from tax day, this is an important time as any American, because we want to put people first. Hard-working Americans who are trusting us to get this done. Small businesses that rely on consistency in our tax code. We cannot fail them. President Trump has fully secured our border and eliminated over $100 billion in government spending on waste, fraud, and abuse. My Democrat colleagues speak of confusion, as you've heard today. Well, let me remove some of that confusion. President Trump's new proposal on tax cut are for those making tips, not wealthy. Those on overtime, not the wealthy. Reducing the tax burden on those receiving Social Security, our seniors, not the wealthy. The president has talked about giving tax credits or deductibility for interest on automobiles made in America so our great union workers in America can have better jobs and continue to see the jobs grow in America, not the wealthy. They want to talk about fear over facts, as we've heard from our Democrat leaders today. Well, let me remind them of what happened. They inherited a government in January of 21 with a 1.4% inflation. And they delivered on a 9.1% inflation just 5 months later. Almost a sevenfold, 700% increase in inflation on the American people. So when they talk about being good stewards of the taxpayers of the American payers' tax dollars, this is an outright abuse of the facts. The facts are they're the one that increased the inflation. As my colleague said, over 20% over a 4-year period. The reason the American people are suffering today is not because of the 70 days that President Trump's been in office. It's because of the 4 years of the Biden administration and the Democrat Party. Mr. Chairman, Mr. Speaker, I'm proud to support this budget, and I'm proud to fight for President Trump's legislative agenda, and I urge every one of my colleagues here to vote so we can get on to the debate.
Gentleman's time's expired.
So we get on to the debate that the leader on the other side of the aisle talked about.
Gentleman from Texas Reserve.